Hi everyone, this is Shaurya and you're watching Money9 at Money9, where we will tell you all the news that are direct impact on your pocket. So let's begin today with gold. The yellow metal is going to get more expensive. The government has hiked import duty on gold to 15% from 10.75%. The new duty is likely to increase gold prices and jewelry getting expensive and may impact the demand. The government has hiked import duty to check current account deficit and rising import of the yellow metal. Apart from the basics custom duty, the government also levies agriculture infrastructure development cess. Gold prices may increase following government's latest decision. The price of gold in the national capital immediately jumped by 1,088 rupees to 51,458 per 10 grams on Friday as soon as the government came out with this decision. You must have heard about the new labour codes that is the government has been trying to bring and implement in the country for quite some time. Well, if states had also notified the 4 labour codes, then from Friday, July 1, 2022 onwards, these labour codes could have come into practice. But since all states have not yet notified the codes, these codes remain only on paper. One interesting thing about the 4 labour codes was that once implemented, your employer would have to complete full and final settlement cycle of your wages and all your dues within just 2 days from last working days. Currently, your employer is liable to settle all your wages and dues in 45 to 60 days. But once labour codes are implemented, whether you resign or you are dismissed, or for that matter even if your company has collapsed, you will have the right to settle your payment in just 2 days from your last working day. Next, we have the news on GST collections. The GST collections in June witnessed a 56% year-on-year increase to over 1.44 lakh crore rupees on the back of economic recovery. Nirmala Sitharaman, who is finance minister, has said that this was the 4th month that monthly GST collections crossed 1.4 lakh crore rupees mark at stretch since March 2022. The record monthly collection of GST has been for the month of April 2022 when the collection touched 1.68 lakh crore rupees. There seems to be no relief from inflation, and that's what RBI has said. The RBI in its financial stability report warns people against further rising global inflation numbers. The RBI's report has blamed sharp rise in international crude oil price as one of the main reasons behind sharp inflation in India. The report has also warned that if fuel prices rise from here on, then it will further flare up the domestic inflation. The report also says that retail inflation has risen so much in the country mainly because of rise in food prices and fall in supply of various items due to geopolitical conditions. CPI inflation touched and went above 7% from May, which was RBI's upper limit tolerance band for 5th straight month. And we remain with inflation. Several economists quoted in media reports have criticized the GST Council and said that the decision taken by the Council will further increase retail inflation. They said that the decisions of the Council would dampen household spending and will hit lower middle income group more than anybody else. Aditya Nair, who is chief economist at ICRA, said that GST Council has lifted tax exemptions on various unbranded pre-packed farm and dairy products. This has triggered fresh inflationary fears in the economy, that too at a time when the country was already leading under the threat of high inflation. Pranab Sen, who is former chief statistician of India, has said that the inflation had been lower then Council's decision wouldn't have mattered so much, but in the current era, the decisions will lead to further hike in inflation. Up next is not a good news if you invest in safer investment instruments like small savings schemes, as the government has not raised interest rates on PPF, National Savings Certificate, Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana and others. The government has said that it will not change the interest rates on these saving schemes till September 30, 2022. Now, let's see how much interest you will get if you invest in the government-backed small savings schemes. On PPF, you will currently get 7.1% interest rate. On National Savings Certificate, it will be 6.8%, 7.6% on Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana and 7.4% on Senior Citizens Savings Scheme. Talking about interest rates, the largest NBFC of the country, Bajaj Finance, has again raised interest rates on fixed deposits. Now, you will get higher interest rate of up to 0.2% if you open an FD account with NBFC. Let's see how much interest you can earn on FDs. On FD of 3 to 5 years, the lender has increased interest rate by 0.2% to 7.4%. On FD of 1 year to 23 months, you can earn interest rate of 6.2%, while on FD of 2 years to 35 months, you will now get interest rate of 6.95%. Bajaj Finance gives highest interest rate of 7.5% on FD of tenure of 44 months. Bajaj Finance gives 0.25% higher interest rates than applicable to the senior citizens. And now some news on tyres. The Ministry of Road Transport and Highways has issued a notification of quality of tyres of passenger vehicles. According to the notification, the government has brought in measures to check the quality of tyres. These measures are of European standards. The government has said that the new rule will improve the quality of tyres, and as a result, it will improve vehicles' fuel efficiency, brakes performance under wet condition, and lower sound produced when tyres are in motion would hit the road. All tyre manufacturers are mandated to follow new rules on quality checks of tyres from next April. Next up, some news from auto sector. Toyota has said that it is going to launch Urban Cruiser Hider for mid-size SUV. You can visit Toyota's dealership and book all new mid-size SUV at 25,000 rupees. The model will be launched in two variants. One of the variants will be hybrid and comes with self-charging battery. Other features include panoramic sunroof, wireless chargers, 6 airbags, inter alia. The new SUV will compete with likes of Hyundai Creta, Kia Seltos, etc. Well, that's it for today. Hope you like this, and for more such content, do follow Money9 English YouTube channel and also follow us on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram.